Casey Diamond just a week ago, took out Tyson McGuffin and Jaume Martinez-Vic. So very capable.
That's a great play from Ryan Fu, former Michigan Wolverine. Trains a lot with James Ignatowicz at Southern Florida Crew. Max Freeman staring down the line, not sure he was going to give it to him. That's an incredible angle from Patriquin, who possesses all of them.
Not sure he meant to hit it there.
1-0-2.
ATP, and the call was wide, according to Ryan Fu. Patriquin is looking for clarity.
I think just wide, sliding a little wide, short as they say. Not a ball that Hayden Patriquin usually misses, but don't think he's going to challenge.
Patriquin and Anna Bright took a very surprising loss in mixed doubles yesterday. Great movement on the side of Fu and Freeman. What are they doing to create some success?
They're suffocating that middle. They're both very long athletes, great hands. They're not taking big swings on the speed ups from Patriquin and Alshon. Just a clean performance thus far early on here.
Put away power from Hayden Patriquin. So compact with his movement. Ball back on their side. We'll see what kind of damage they can create. Just their second tournament played together.
Yeah, anytime you play newer players on the tour, learning their tendencies, what works, what doesn't, there's a little bit of a feeling out process.
Ooh, great hands. Fu and Freeman to get themselves out of it. Freeman shaking his head on his way back to the baseline. Quick side out, empty trip for Alshon and Patriquin.
Great return there, so much depth, pushing Fu back on the back foot there.
Points for them either, as the 33 seed looks to pull an upset.
Not a bad spot for a drive there through the middle, causing some confusion to both forehands.
Side out.
It looks like Patriquin and Alshon not going to stack. Just going to play straight up.
Your thoughts on that decision?
Yeah, I think they're just feeling each other out, feeling the opponents out. Not much to read into it early on here, just 3-1.
Point.
But you yelled as he was hitting the shot.
After he hit the shot.
Now you scared me. But you yelled as he was hitting the shot.
Referee timeout.
You literally
Thomas will call a referee timeout to discuss with Vicky Ryan. Christian Alshon is adamant.
We'll challenge if we can, because that's...
You can't challenge, there's no good vocal on it.
You called the fault as it happened, not after it happened.
Arguing that it was simultaneous, the call and the foot fault, and the miss rather, asking for a replay.
Ooh. And the opening did Fu.
The opening closes very quickly.
Yeah, it does.
Especially on the side of Alshon. Big wingspan.
Great deflection right down at the feet of Hayden Patriquin.
After obviously no real reason to panic yet early on here, but Alshon Patriquin, I'd like to see them turn it more to a pickleball nuanced game, slow it down. Way too many speed ups playing into the hands of Freeman and Fu at the moment.
Just a lot of uncharacteristic misses on their side.
Just some confusion.
Here in game number 1, we'll see if they can turn things around after a brief meeting with Lee Waters.
I don't put too much weight into that statistic. Just 5 matches in, pretty small sample size. Obviously a good team, but
a little bit of spice from Patriquin. Back on the scoreboard. Ball was good.
162.
Turning their own call. And they'll get rewarded for that.
better footwork there from Patriquin. It's interesting, we'll see in 2025, but teams, partnerships like a Patriquin and Skechers that do so well, are they going to maybe say, all right, I know I committed to someone else for week X, but we've been doing so well, let's maintain it. I think you'll see more of that as the stakes get higher year after year.
Yeah, you wonder that, especially after a gold medal winning performance, to then not be able to ride that momentum into the next weekend. Talk a lot about the top 16 to advancing to the finals in December. And right now, Hayden Patriquin in the mix, as well as Christian Alshon at 9 and 10, respectively.
So a lot on the line here this week. Do not want to go out early.
Cusp, Freeman at 15. Connor Garnett at 17. So good from Ryan Fu. So much power to his game. Experience training down in South Florida with these guys. Right back at the feet of Alshon, can't get the ball down.
A lot of good players coming out of Michigan. Something in the water in Ann Arbor. Look, Buckner, Fahey, Fu.
Cue the fight song, we'll take it.
I think it's the Zingerman's Deli down there.
That right?
That's right.
Playing with Federico Staksrud today. Nice flank of paddles. Still got the job done in a 9-2 lead.
922.
Point and a game point.
Game point. Time in 10-2-2.
Great deflection from Freeman down the line. Burns Christian Alshon, 11-2, stunning scoreline to start the day. Matt Manassi.
Yes, so far, Christian Alshon is the weakest player on the court just in terms of hands battles wise. You saw that there on that last point. Freeman, Fu playing well. No cause for panic yet, but I do expect a tough one here in game 2, that's for sure.
Game 2 right around the corner. We'll see what Alshon and Patriquin are made of after the break.
Guaranteed pickleball play every week. No hassle, no paddle stacking lines, no worries. Join a pickleball league today and up your game with competitive, consistent, well-matched play. Connect with your local leagues, check live rankings on your phone, and play with ease. Whether you're there to socialize with your community, network across the net, or have fun playing your favorite sport, leagues are a stress-free way to enjoy your play. Find your closest league at pickleball.com and click Leagues today to get started.
Hayden Patriquin took home everything last weekend. Changed up partners this weekend with Christian Alshon, who, as Matt pointed out, seems to be in a bit of a funk in game one.
Yeah, I think they need to slow things down here game two, make it a more thinking battle at the kitchen line. Again, they got down in a huge hole, so playing from behind is a way different thing. We'll see if they can get ahead early here. We see some panic out of Freeman and Fu.
Well, that's one way to come out. Much different looking points for Alshon and Patriquin.
Christian, you need a ban.
A lively looking Christian Alshon on his way to hit the Ernie.
0-0-1.
Athletic play from Alshon, nearly out of reach.
And I think you're going to see, obviously, the stack here in game two. Patriquin on the left, taking a lot more court.
Second serve. 1-0-2. Tie out. Number 1-1.
Great attacks there from Patriquin. I do like the reset ability from both Freeman and Fu early on in their pickleball careers. Definitely have all of that pickleball nuance. Except maybe not on the serve. Missing there by 5 feet.
Quick tournament update. Jack Sock and Colin Schick go down in 3. Hands of the 43 seed. Pretty glaring loss for those two.
Yeah, we were talking off air. Maybe is that a partnership that has run its course in 2025? Maybe some new blood for both of them could be a good thing. Now opposite of game one, it's Alshon Patriquin up 3-0 here to start.
Wow. And then the little sass.
Not playing at his best, at least to start in game one. So Patriquin, let's take over. Let's be the 70% player out there, be the alpha. He's done just that. Those weren't misses that were happening in game one when they were up that 6-1 and then running away to that win.
Unbelievable play from Patriquin. How did he get that ball away from his body? It was right at the belly button.
6-0-1.
Yeah, come on.
7-0.
Yeah, no answers right now for Fu and Freeman. So much ability, paddles out in front.
7-0-1.
Offense, defense, everything from Alshon and Patriquin.
Wow, great defense turned into offense. Outs on their side.
8-0-1. Second serve.
Just saw a great defensive play from Patriquin in the
Yep.
transition area. Would love to get your thoughts on your number one tip for amateurs out there still learning that side of the game. Nice response from Freeman.
That is an unbelievable flick from Freeman too, especially as a lefty. Comes from such a different angle. But yeah, for the amateurs out there, you want to be like a shortstop in baseball. You want to stay square, get down right away, get that tip of the paddle down, everything out in front. Soft hands and absorb it.
Second serve.
When you want to stop your feet from moving if you're retracting after a pop-up.
Yeah, right when they're about to hit the ball. You don't want to be moving as they're hitting it. You want to be set. And you want to get low because you know if anything comes high, shoulder height, and you're in the transition zone, it's going long. Most likely it's coming at the feet area. Just keep that paddle out in front. Let it come to you. If you're like Hayden Patriquin, maybe just have some magic. Who knows? And all of a sudden, what we thought was potential upset alert after game one, not even close here in game two. I think it shows a lot of maturity out of someone like Alshon, who is an alpha player after game one, when Lee Waters on the bench saying, all right, Hayden's going to take over here. And for him to just say, okay, shows a lot.
And a pickle response from Christian Alshon and Hayden Patriquin in game number 2. So to a third game we go.
To a third game, all the momentum on the side of Alshon and Patriquin. Max Freeman, Ryan Fu have a lot to think about on the bench here between game 2 and 3.
Just an odd scoreline to start the day. We'll be right back with the rest of this match in the round of 32. Game 3 up next. So to a third game we go. Odd score line.
A warm-up game, as everyone knows at REC. The first game doesn't count, right?
0-0-2.
First match of the day for them, not for Fu and Freeman. Pulled into that early for Alshon, commanding the right.
Better dink middle there from Fu. You saw that a lot game one, dinking through the middle.
And that's what we saw a lot of in game number 1 from Ryan Fu. Just a few of those in game 2.
Hands.
1-0-1. Second serve.
Serve just long for Fu and Freeman, who will take over the second serve. A couple of misses, lets the other side off the hook.
0-1-1.
What a play, Hayden Patriquin. That wrist twitch is best in the game.
One of 100%. Him and J-Dub.
1-1-1.
True.
Tardio. Ben. Put them all in the top 5.
Wow. Bird alert on the backhand side for Christian Alshon.
And I think that should be Christian Alshon's role, to be athletic, to be big, let Hayden take over the court and come in when unexpected.
And that's where we saw.
And now down a little bit of a hole here, nothing to panic about totally, but do not want to let Alshon and Patriquin
One timeout, two
go
timeouts.
loose here.
Time in, 3-1-1. Point. Four, 1-1.
Fu gives a big old come on right in the direction of Christian Alshon.
I like to see that.
4-1-2.
Targeted energy.
Oh, Christian Alshon didn't like it, gives it right back.
Saw that. Do not leave that dink close to the sideline.
5-1-2.
Get the decibel reader out, see who's got the louder one. What a pull from Hayden Patriquin. Bagged Ryan Fu.
That is incredible.
Time in, 6-1-2. Point. 7-1-2.
Goes deep for Christian Alshon on a heater. Ball back on the side of Freeman and Fu. 6-point mountain to climb. Ryan Fu says he's up for the task. Back to serve first. Oh, ATP couldn't quite curl it around the post for Hayden Patriquin.
If you're Patriquin and Alshon, I'm not sure why you're not unwinding the stack here.
Yeah.
Serve.
Obviously up 7-2, you can do what you'd like, but I'd like to see them close it out the way they've been doing so well, making Patriquin get over to that left side.
Just back for Ryan Fu, but a great idea for him. It was wide open.
Had Patriquin completely fooled.
7-2-1. Point.
Joe Fort, though, in game 2.
Time in, 8-2-1.
So far, the same theme in game 3. Well played by Ryan Fu, who was ready for the quick reflexes of Hayden Patriquin.
8-2-2.
Better stuff there from Freeman, really leaning in,
2-8-1.
opposing that offense.
Oh, such a good reset from Freeman. Fu was on it.
And that's one of those things when you're down 8-2 and you start pressing. Not a smart shot there at all.
Football called on Hayden Patriquin.
Yep, he's looking down. It's not on the line now, but obviously that little slide off, I'd imagine.
3-8-2.
In disbelief.
Point.
Another point for Fu and Freeman. Fu, the second server, and timeout will be called.
Tight end, 4-8-2.
Ended up being a good timeout there by Christian Alshon, getting the ball back right away. Can they finish it here?
8-4-1.
Very assertive no from Christian Alshon. Straight ahead at Ryan Fu. Doesn't seem to be any love lost between those two.
I don't think they're going to dinner later. That's for sure.
Alshon makes him eat it again for a match point.
Match point. 10-4-1. Second serve. Match point.
Match point number 2.
10-4-2.
Fu's still alive. Goes straight ahead at the feet of Alshon. It's been his target for a lot of this match. And we have a missing ball.
And I like the attitude out of Ryan Fu's. Obviously down 10-4 here. Are they going to come back? It's improbable at this point,
Yeah.
but to see him fired up, still passionate. If you're out there looking for partners, that's probably someone you're going to want to have on your side the next 6-12 months.
Point. 5-10-1. Second serve. 5-10-2.
Play from Fu, set up nicely by Freeman.
Yeah, good drive. Alshon has to put that ball down, though. On the forehand, it's got to be more offensive, more decisive.
Good sequence. Couldn't get any closer, though. Still down 4. Alshon and Patriquin return for a third match point.
Second serve. Match point.
It's point number 4.
10-6-2. Point game match.
Had here any chance, couldn't close it. Alshon and Hayden Patriquin moving on to the round of 16, taking out Ryan Fu and Max Freeman in 3 games. They join us now from Las Vegas to chat about it. Hayden Patriquin, fresh off your gold medal winning performance, your second of the season in men's doubles. What goes into the decisions with partnerships to then mix it up this weekend with Christian?
You know, everything's usually booked way ahead, like almost a year in advance, so there's no real thought process to it. But every partner I've had this year is awesome, and I'm glad to be playing with Christian this weekend.
I love it. Christian, some pretty loud come-ons between you and Ryan Fu there, especially in the last game. When that happens, do you think, all right, I got to get him back, and how sweet is it when it happens on the very next point?
I mean, I think energy is so important in pickleball, and I never want my opponents to have more energy than I do or my team does. So just try and be loud, you know.
Well, Christian, we showed back the replay from last night. I know you took a tough hit to the head on your own paddle in the semifinals. How are you doing? You took a medical timeout after that. It seems like that one impacted you pretty bad.
Yeah, it was a pretty big goose egg on my left temple. But I'm okay. I don't think there's anything serious. It's just pretty bad headache, but I think I'll be fine.
And when it comes to playing the left versus the right, Hayden, when do you guys make those decisions as far as when to switch, when to stay, when to play straight up?
I think it's all what we're feeling. I think we went into this saying we'll play straight up, but I think me on the left was working better. So we're going to go on the day with matchups and what we like.
Yeah, Matt agrees with that thought too. Guys, congratulations. Moving on to the round of 16. Coming up next for us here on center court, James Ignatowicz and Andre Diescu taking on Lohani and Alhudi. We'll be back with much more from the Rate Championships presented by Skechers.